Let's find that bastard. It should be fine. Holy crap, that's huge. Thanks for watching. The armored spider, considered one of the most dangerous and venomous Polish spiders, is on the attack again. It's hard for me to record when it's so muggy. Over the past few years, the armored spider, the main character of today's episode, has become the subject of a sort of media attack. The media have been scaring people living in Poland, saying that this spider is extremely venomous, extremely dangerous, and that you have to be extremely careful. Once again this year I wasn't disappointed. Another article came out about the armored spider, suggesting it's evil and warning people to be careful with it, and generally it's... What kind of butterfly is this? What's the truth? Is this spider really that dangerous, and how can you avoid it? Assuming most viewers don't want to encounter this spider, but still want to find it. I know arachnology enthusiasts are watching and want to see this strange creature for themselves. This article is great because it notes that Poland has 3 other venomous spiders besides the Keracanthium. The cross spider, the wasp spider, and I think the house spider, right? So yeah. The article is intense and seems meant to scare people. As a brief intro, see where I am. This is the meadow, and there's a patch of forest over there. I'm near the Białystok Forest District, back in my hometown. I've been coming here for years to observe the European hedgehogs, since there are so many.
From here I can point out at least 3 likely hiding spots where I'm 90% sure there's a European hedgehog, Hysteria punctorium.
Yes, it's a long, tough name, but that's what the spider we're searching for today is called. This meadow is ideal for it. Recently, European hedgehogs have become popular in Poland. Their growing popularity made the media start talking about them. For Poland, the spider is large, scary, and has a bad temperament. That's all we need to be afraid of a spider. Especially since it just so happens that the Keracanthium spiders have taken a liking to habitats that are located close to human settlements. So if adult males are searching for females, they may sometimes wander into human homes. And more than once, more than twice, more than 10 or even 100 times I've seen various photos of Keracanthium spiders that were simply taken inside a house, inside an apartment. Often these were females too, so they wander as well. Okay, that's enough of this shot. Here's the tripod I used. I told you I see at least 3 possible hiding spots for the Keracanthium. Finding one is actually very simple. They create unique hiding spots. Here's the first one. The second one should be in the center. Where is it? Oh, now it's in the center of the frame. Next to me is the third one. What does it look like? Oh, here's the fourth one. I hadn't noticed it before. Here you go, the fourth one. Let's go to the biggest one. I want to show you something I might not be able to otherwise. Kolczaks are very, very distinctive when it comes to building these kinds of their territories, and these territories are usually located at the ends of springs, blades of grass. And here, I'm 100% sure, because I think I can even see it, I'm 100% sure that an armed Kolczak is sitting here. We'll try to chase it out soon. However, I'd like to find a really big web, because a big web will indicate that there are not just 1, but 2 Kolczaks inside. Because once they mate, they live as a pair, and what's more, the male protects the female. That's amazing. But alright, let's give it a try. Let's see if there's a spider in this web. Let's see if something is in here. Let's see. Well, and a miss, unfortunately. And now I look like a fool because the web is empty. But there definitely was a Keracanthium here. I'm practically sure of it. Wow, listen, that's awesome. I barely started searching and I've already found a grass snake. This is a Hymenopteron that has recently become quite common, I would say, even though it used to be very rare. A beautiful insect, black and yellow. Oh, it flew away somewhere. Oh, but among the pretty black and white insects, there's also Rusełka kratkowiec here, a beautiful butterfly in its summer color form, because there's also a spring one, but that's orange. We also have the elegant Modraszek ikar, the small blue butterflies. Ikars are the most common. Poland has several blue butterflies like Modraszek, but this one is a classic, especially with its signature spots underneath.
Alright, my friends, I didn't give up.
I found another potentially very good spot for the Kolczak spider, and that's bingo. Listen, because I can already see that there's a male here. And it's an adult male, but what's more, in this little home there's also a female, so we have a pair. So this is... Oh damn, what's even going on? Wait, I can't believe this. Look, here's this webbing, and literally Literally 30 centimeters away, the female, a big female wasp spider, is wrapping up her prey. What incredible luck! Wow, that recorded perfectly. So the saying that fools are always lucky really does come true. Let's get back to the wolf spider. I'll do this boldly since there are many here and they'll rebuild their home, so it's not a problem. But as you can see, the spider's here. It's definitely here, but the male is pretty small. I mean, there have been bigger ones. And the female is here too. Oh, okay. Yes. Sneaky one. Well, this male isn't the biggest, but I can already see that he's going to protect the female here. If only I could make the female leave, since she's here too. Oh, there she is. All right, I've got her. See, there you go. Here, my friends, is the female and the male. Hyracanthium punctorium, also known as the armed spider. In general, there are about 10 species of this genus in Poland. That's what I think, around 10 species. So it's not like we have only one armed spider. All armed spiders belong to the same family. It's the Chiracanthidae family, and that's what they look like. Generally, females are a bit different from males, especially they differ when they are adults. You see? This one is very dull. I mean, its colors of rotten green, a bit like light orange. The male is a bit different. The male is definitely more contrasting. He has a more visible stripe on his abdomen. And of course, he has what distinguishes the two sexes. That is the copulatory organs, in this case the bulbs. Those are the black dots at the tips of the small legs. I need to show you something else, as I've noticed the spot where I sat looks abstract. I'm sitting here with the tripod in the same spot that was recorded. The male is still here on this. Here's the wasp spider I showed you earlier. Here's another labyrinth spider web, and I see a spider sitting here behind him. I wish you could see it. In the grass there's a wasp spider, and just a meter away, a labyrinth spider web. Next to me there's another labyrinth spider web. Behind me there's another labyrinth spider web. There are more webs over there. So generally, the number of spiders per square meter here is, I have to tell you, terrifying. This is the same female Argiope filmed earlier wrapping up a grasshopper. From here I see something sitting. It'd be cool to record it. I just need to move over. Oh, that's a big male and he's going to bite. I can already see he's going to bite. Yeah, you shouldn't annoy this male with your finger. You can, but you know how that might end. No. Show yourself. Oh, it's coming out. Do you see it? Oh, damn, what a beast. This is actually an adult male of the armed spider. This is the worst thing that can generally happen to you, right? Why? Because of sexual dimorphism, male and female armed spiders are different. And the male has this not so nice trait that he has much bigger chelicerae. These chelicerae are razor sharp, curved, and he's quick to use them. This is exactly what I wanted to capture. An adult, big and also angry male, Chiracanthium punctorium, some kind of fly is attacking me here. Yeah, right. What a marvel this is. If I put my finger in there, it would bite it off, right? So that's a simple analogy. I didn't expect to encounter such a big male. They're usually not that big, right? But that's nothing next to a tarantula. But still, 1.5 centimeters of spider body length, plus the legs, which gives us about, I don't know, 5, maybe 6 centimeters. That's still pretty big for our conditions, right? I wonder how close I can get. And those chelicerae, wow. Ow, ow, ow. Sorry, something bit me. I had to stop recording. Anyway, back to it. Yeah. Well, that's a terrifying sight. And that's exactly the spider that, if it bites you, it might not be pleasant. About the bite's effects, which is probably what you care about, those armed spider articles just copy Wikipedia. After being bitten, you'll have poisoning symptoms, etc. What's it really like? I can't say for sure since I've never been bitten by a spider like that, but logically, it probably wouldn't be pleasant. That venom is neurotoxic, so there will likely be some localized tissue necrosis. It'll hurt, burn, and honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if someone threw up after a bite like that. Just some nausea, feeling sick. I'd have to ask people who have actually experienced such a bite. Apparently, and I know this from stories of people who have been bitten by spiders, those spider bite wounds don't heal very well at all. Those wounds fester and produce pus, right? I think he got angry. So that's definitely something worth remembering. And if you do get bitten by a spider like that, don't worry. Your arm won't fall off, your leg won't fall off. You don't need to go to the hospital because it's not the kind of venom that would cause, I don't know, even a child's death, so you can just stay calm. Here you see the male's large curved chelicerae. So don't worry, there won't be any amputation, nothing long-term will happen to us, but of course, being bitten by such a beast isn't pleasant. That's it, what you see also reflects these spiders' temperament. These are very defensive creatures, and if we put our fingers or other body parts in their burrows, they'll bite us. It's very simple, very logical, and it's better just not to do it. Soon, I'll show you a large female so you can see the difference, like how females have much smaller venom claws or chelicerae. You've already seen the male, I'll show you the female in a moment, but in the meantime, a very interesting butterfly landed on the flowers nearby. Listen, this is a green forester. It's a moth that flies during the day. Basically, every moth is a butterfly, right? And they're very distinctive because they're super shiny, and seriously, they shimmer green and blue in the sunlight. They belong to the Zygenidae family, also known as bonnet moths. And you know, they're kind of clumsy, but they're really interesting butterflies, by the way. And very pretty. Oh, do you see how they shimmer? Listen, I found another specimen and I was almost sure it was a female, but it's actually another male, and it's even bigger. This is already some kind of absurd monster. Yeah, a real charmer, definitely. Actually, the way his chelicerae cross is just incredible. You can also see a very characteristic stripe on the abdomen, which, well, Hyracantium punctorium has a pretty, let's say, distinct one, but still it doesn't stand out that much. For example, the spider Hyracantium erraticum has a much more distinct stripe, making it easy to recognize. Identifying the 10 or so spider species in Poland is difficult. It's tough, especially with females, since these species are so similar, but this male is definitely impressive. No, wait, let me zoom in for you. Can you see it? Look at how it looks compared to my hand. What a huge beast. Better not touch it. Yesterday I had terrible luck, but today I'm incredibly lucky. Do you see it? The spider caught a butterfly. Let me switch to macro mode to capture this. That butterfly, by the way, is a brimstone. That's a different story, but it was definitely brazenly and mercilessly hunted by the little spider. Is that a Misumenovatia, the crab spider? These spiders usually hunt on flowers, but is this one a Misumenovatia? That's right, I looked closer and it's definitely a Misumenovatia. Now that's more or less how the hunting process of crab spiders looks like when they go after defenseless, beautiful butterflies. Alright my friends, I finally hit the jackpot. We found a spot with both a male and a female, and they're beautiful specimens. Also, the female just molted and is still jelly-like. Look, I don't really want to bother her too much here. Oh yes. I don't want to upset her since she hasn't recovered after molting, but you can see she's almost blue. And that means the molting process just took place, I suspect, yesterday. The individual down there, as you can see, is the male who will normally protect this female. And so now you can see what the difference is between the male and the female. Let's not bother her. I feel bad for ruining her day, and she still needs to recover. But you can see that the female has much smaller chelicerae, not as long, not as curved, but they can still pinch. No, she's beautiful and truly gorgeous. She's clearly an adult, but still lacks any defensive attitude. However, freshly molted spiders are extremely skittish, eager to escape, and simply not in the right cephalothorax for a fight. Check out this fun fact. I found an egg deposit. Now I wonder if this is a moth's or a true bug's egg deposit, since both make these odd clusters. I think it's a moth. There are too many eggs here for true bugs. Alright, you know what? I take back everything I said about those two males being big. I just found a huge female, the largest spiny spider I've ever seen. And I'm about to show her to you, but listen, I'm terrified of how big this can get. I had no idea it could reach this size. See for yourselves. I set up the tripod, just need to adjust it, and here's the lens. The female is right here. By the way, I think I'll take her for breeding because seriously, I've never seen such a huge Kolczak in my life. You have to see her. Plus the male is sitting inside as well, but alright, that's fine. Oh my gosh, it's so huge. Mother of God, if it bites me. This is no joke, right? You know what? I'll just put my thumb here, okay? Right next to this spider. Yeah, a giant. So far from what I can see, she's still pretty calm, but what would happen if she got angry? It's scary to think about, oh look, here's the female and over here is the male. Alright, I'm taking this female, and I know it's taking animals from their natural environment, but damn! Oh well, we're taking her for breeding. I mean, this is incredible. And she really doesn't want to let herself be caught. Only now you can see how big she is. Check this out. What a massive spider. Oops, she fell. And I think I finally managed to make her mad, so that's cool. Now, this is what I wanted to show you. All right, time for a little summary. I'm thrilled. I'm really thrilled with what I managed to find and what I was able to show you. With those shots of the males and females, of course, with that giant female that I took for breeding. I'm sweaty, exhausted, but it was worth it. Now, about the Chiaracanthium spiders themselves. Are they venomous? Yes, they are. Are they dangerous? Not really. Are they mean? They're a little bit mean. Are they defensive? Yes. Can they hurt you if we're not careful? But they're not monsters out to get us, right? No way. Spiders are useful, remember that. And if a Chiaracanthium spider wanders into your house, my advice is that instead of using a newspaper, a slipper, or any other weapon, just take the fellow outside and that's it. Say goodbye calmly. These spiders are native to Poland and have become more common recently. That's just how it is. We have to accept that. I hope you enjoyed the video. Let me know if these Chiaracanthium spiders impressed you as much as they did me. That female made a big impression. See you in the next video. Bye. And really, for the very, very end, listen, I found an interesting mushroom. Can you tell me what it is? I only know so much about mushrooms. Is this the famous Satan's bolete or a different bolete? I haven't seen one like this here before. Funny mushroom. It was lying overturned, so I'll just leave it here. I don't know what to do with it.